They say God's timing is perfect and His strength is infinite. But sometimes, when your world feels utterly destroyed, when the chaos is deafening, you wonder where that strength is, where that perfect timing is, and if the silence means He isn't coming, isn't fighting this ultimate battle you find yourself in. It's in those moments, isn't it, when the ground beneath you has crumbled and everything familiar is gone, that the real test of trust begins. Can you still see the architect in the rubble, the warrior in the stillness? Or does the destruction consume everything, even hope? There's a quiet place deep within the heart, a sanctuary you try to protect. But sometimes the destruction seeps in, and you find yourself whispering prayers you can barely form, desperate cries for rescue, for meaning in the mess. It's the longing for a firm foundation when everything is shaking, the hidden ache of watching dreams turn to dust. Relationships fracture, health fail, careers collapse. Fee. How long, O Lord, do you see this? The slow passing of time when you are in pain, when your world is broken, is an agony all its own. Each sunrise is just another day in the rubble, another day waiting for the promised help, the divine intervention, the sword God to appear and clear the mess. There were moments, many moments, where the weariness was overwhelming, where faith felt like a thread, frayed and ready to snap. I remember sitting alone, tears streaming down my face, whispering, I can't do this anymore. I just can't. The sheer exhaustion of maintaining hope, of trying to believe that God had a plan in this chaos, was crushing. Doubt wasn't a gentle guest. It was a roaring beast, telling me I was forgotten, abandoned, that God didn't care about my destroyed world, or that He wasn't powerful enough to fix it. The frustration was a hot fire in my chest, frustration with the situation, frustration with myself for not being stronger, and yes, frustration with God for the silence, for the perceived absence. It felt like being in the ultimate battle, completely unarmed, with no sign of the powerful sword God I had believed in. But then, in the absolute quiet of one particularly dark morning, when I felt utterly defeated, I wasn't reading a profound theological book or listening to an inspiring sermon. I was just sitting, numb, and a single phrase, a single picture, drifted into my mind. It was from Psalm 23, not the whole psalm, just the image of the shepherd, leading, protecting, and then, somehow the thought came, not in words I heard externally, but deep inside, a gentle knowing, that even in a destroyed world, even when I felt like sheep scattered in chaos, He was still the shepherd, not a distant deity, but present, right there in the mess. It wasn't a dramatic rescue, no sudden fix, but a quiet assurance, like a single point of light piercing the thick darkness, a subtle presence, like the quiet strength of a well-held sword, hidden but ready. Something shifted in that quiet encounter. Not the external circumstances, not the destroyed world around me, but the landscape within my heart. It was like the focus changed. Before, I was staring at the rubble, at the broken pieces, at the impossible task of rebuilding. After that quiet moment, I started looking, hesitantly at first, towards the shepherd, towards the potential of his presence in the rubble. Trust began to take root again, not because I saw the solution, but because I saw him. Surrender wasn't about giving up on things, getting better. It was about giving up control, about admitting I couldn't wield the sword needed,